think Dr. Sandhya has covered the points extremely well for the high myopia. I mean, the main problems is the biometry. Even if you're not doing optical biometry, then what IL formula Madhu was asking, and then what is the IL that you're going to select in these patients. Suppose to staphyloderma, I mean, if you measure the anatomical axial length, you're going to measure the falsely long axial length. So that can be overcome by using the A scan, which is taken from the central vector axis of the B scan. So your A by B scan machine should be able to tell you where exactly is the fovea and then take the axial length measurement there. That is when you are doing a ultrasound biometry, immersion type. And in that situation, if we are using the older generation formulas, you have the Bangkok optimization of the axial length for the optical biometry. So, I mean, these are the formulas which we have been using. And, recently, Madhu, there was an article that was published, axial is more than 28 millimeter. They found that Hill, RBF, and Kane formulas were more accurate in these situations. And as regards your query about the minus power lenses, the meniscus lenses, so any lens that goes below 5 diopters becomes a meniscus lens. Okay. So the A constant also changes for that particular lens. So if I use the Hill, RBF, or Kane formula, Barrett Universal 2, with that IL constant, I think what the power that you get is quite okay. So I would not be selecting a zero target, but I have zero refractive error target, but minus the first negative power that I get for these cases. Is this what you wanted to talk about?
Yes, sir. Like we have to change the A constant, like what we are using
So
normally.
we don't have to do that. See, these lenses which are exchange, the high, they have a different already loaded in the incorporated in the biometer. If you click on that, automatically the constant changes. And if it doesn't change, then you'll have to, if your machine doesn't have that particular lens incorporated, loaded into its software, in that case, you can just use the A constant out of the lens and then it gives you the power. Right, Sanjay?
Because the lens becomes like a spherical, means convex to concave. So there will be some changes.
In IOL Master, when we click the drop box, all the lenses will come with the optimized A constant itself. So we don't have to change the A constant in that.
That's what I was telling. So when you take the drop box, the lens you're going to use, that will be coming up. So you click on that, A constant automatically changes. But if it is a new lens that has come in the market, that is not there in the IOL Master or any machine, any other biometer, in that case, you have to put in the A constant, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So now, this was another study where, a patient who has undergone a scleral buckle, I mean, a high myopia patient. So, I mean, do you really want to adjust the formula for these patients? It was shown that, all the new formulas did pretty well, but Barrett Universal 2 and Harvard QST gave us a more hyperopic result. And with Holiday 1 and Esacate formulas, which had already Bangkok excellent optimization done with myopic error. So many of these buccal dyes do extremely well for rest of the life, isn't it, Dr. Meena? They have got 6 vision. So it is important for us to be aware of these factors and titrate the iron power or inform the patient that there is a likelihood of some error that may creep in. So this is about. Then again, if a patient has got a buckle done, then if the IOL lens calculation is, let's say, more than 14 diopters, we reduce the IOL power by 0.5 diopter. Anything less than 14 diopter, you don't have to alter the IOL power. So this is about hyperopic eye, Dr. Sandhya has already mentioned. And again, in this case, first choice will be, the Kane formula, Barrett Universal 2, Hill RBF, Hopper QS2. So these are the newer formulas which do pretty well. But, there is, short eyes is more tricky. Anything less than 20 millimeters is very tricky. So we take multiple formulas and then find out, which formula there's a particular value, there's concordance between how many formulas, and then you would like to select. Many of these patients are young patients, so they require a good, refractive correction in the good refractive status in the postoperative period, unaided status. So they're young patients, so we have to talk to the patient that there is a likelihood that we may off the target because of the anatomy of the eye. So a proper counseling has to be done. But these are the formulas which give very good results.